Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Michael Fox again with the Genesis Project. Um, like my first video, had a few little problems that I thought, the music was a little too loud. Um, Obviously it was a little bit too long, having some trouble getting it on YouTube. So I got to change a couple things, but I didn't really want to change the video just because I didn't want it to lose the heart and the feeling that it has. So you're probably going to see that a lot. So if I mess up, sorry. I just want to keep it real here, okay? All right, so recently I was told that it might be best for me starting my journey with Christ here again if I studied the four Gospels. Okay, it's like okay, no problem. That's where I'll go. I did do a little bit of research on it, kind of familiarize myself with what was going on with the whole four Gospels thing, and and I have kind of a little bit better understanding. That it's kind of a retelling of Christ's life by views of different people, and I guess to me it's kind of given me an overall a view of Christ, so that I can kind of take what I need to really figure out who he was and the impact that he has had on all of our lives since then. Okay, so I'm definitely into the four Gospels right now, and it's going to bring me up to a point that I'm making today, and it's probably why you're sitting there thinking, why are you standing in a storage building? Okay, so over the past couple of days, oldest daughter, she's moving into a new home. She's getting ready to have a baby. Most of our weekend was consumed with, moving and taking care of her needs and all, which is great. Is what we wanted to do. I did miss church Sunday, so apologize for that. But we've got her in a good place and all that. And like I said, she's due in a couple of weeks or maybe a month and a half, somewhere around in there. So we wanted her to get settled into her new home. As I've been trying to hit on these four Gospels, I guess one of my issues recently has just been a lot of work, not necessarily just daily 8 hour a day work, but stuff at home, dishes, trying to accomplish a simple task, not finding the tools that you need to do it. It's a bad habit that I've got, and it's one that I'm trying to break, is to put all my stuff back where it's supposed to go, okay, and make it easily accessible for when I have to do chores. I can kind of jump on it and make everything happen. So kind of as a result of that, it slowed down my process with the four Gospels. Okay, so trying to change all that. Okay, so today it's really about organization. Okay, and what I've got to do here, I'm in my mom's storage building. She's getting ready to move back into a home that she has and all that. So we're trying to make some good space for her, so that she finds life easy. Okay, and it's not hard on her. Okay. So we're going to touch on organization, and I'm going to build a bunch of shelves, and and it's really just kind of about cleaning your life up so that it allows you to have time for what's important. For me right now, that's going to be the four Gospels. So I've got a lot of work at my home that I've got to take care of. Tending to the animals and everything. I've got almost 30 ducks. I've got almost that same amount of quail. These are just cool things I like to raise. On my farm and all that, and we are going to get out on the farm and we'll start learning some gardening techniques and all that stuff right here. But right now my biggest issue is organization. Okay, so I'm tackling that today. It's a rainy, cool day out here today. Probably not ideal for me to be out here with an electrical cord sawing some wood and all this, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Okay, so we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna try to get my mom squared away. I have some scriptures that I'm going to share with you about organization before we do get started. But I kind of want to backstep for just a minute. I'm not perfect. None of us are. Don't expect to be. Last night I kind of did a boo-boo. All right. And I feel real bad about it. So it was about 3 o'clock in the morning. I'd had a really restless night. It's either an old bad mattress, which we think it is, or we still kind of inhabit a full-size bed, which is kind of small. So we're kind of dealing with the restless nights here recently, and we're getting ready to make that change. But throughout my life, I guess I've had some minor issues, with reacting too quickly, anger issues. I wouldn't even really say it's anger issues. It's just not giving another a chance to fully let me know what they're feeling, without me butting in and being a big, loudmouth. So, and saying things that I shouldn't say. And that happened last night. So it's about 3 o'clock in the morning. Wife's asleep. I'm in the bed beside her. I'm having a restless night. I was hot. You know, I got up, turned on the fan, the AC kind of thing. Got back in. I rolled over. You know, and obviously and yes, I took up more bed than I was supposed to. It woke my wife up. She said a couple of simple words to me, you know, trying to get me back on my side of the bed. And, you know, I guess just through the whole bad night kind of thing there, that's what it turned out to be. You know, I reacted quickly, and I can promise you in an instant that you let your guard down, Satan will jump right in there, okay? And sure enough, he took control of my mouth, and before I realized what had happened, and I was definitely in the wrong in this, you know, it caused my wife to become very upset. I caused her to cry, and I feel horrible about that. So, you know, her natural reaction was to, you know, to distance herself from me, and unfortunately, you know, we didn't sleep together for the rest of the night, and I don't like that at all. You know, that's not cool. So I feel really bad about that, and I just wanted to share 2 little scriptures with you, because I know that this is probably a lot of problems with people nowadays. Okay, it's just really about anger management. You know, we kind of live in a very tense world, and it's easy to let that get to you. Okay, so about anger. Selena, I'm so sorry. You know, I love you to death. You're my best friend. I never want to do you wrong. So if you watch this, that's my apology for you. Okay? So in James 1, it says, "Know this, my beloved brothers, let every person be quick to hear, slow to speak." Okay? Slow to anger. For the anger of man does not produce the righteousness of God. And really, you know, that's kind of what my journey here is to try to find that path to the righteousness of God. So I'm going to work on my anger, okay? Ecclesiastics, be not quick in your spirit to become angry, for anger lodges in the bosom of fools. And I feel pretty foolish right now, okay? So, you know, and again, I'm sorry, not just to my wife, but, you know, to God. You know, I'm working on everything, and we're going to get there. Okay, so organization. Trying to keep this under 15 minutes, trying to make it as quick as possible. As soon as I get done with these scriptures, I'm probably going to cut it off, do some woodworking. Later on, I'm going to probably flash back. We'll do a little picture of the cool stuff that I got going on for my mom. And just, you know, kind of keep the whole organization concept in your heart, not just for the things you've got going on at home, but, you know, if you're a parent dealing with kids, busy schedules, things like this, you know, you lose track of what's important and you get involved in really what's not. You know, so make time. Stay organized so you have that time, and, you know, make a list. It works great. Okay, so about organization here, I'm going to run through a couple of quick scriptures. Okay, let all things be done decently and in order. Okay, it's just a pretty basic concept right there. Okay, all right. So in Colossians, it says, it reminds us that whatever we do, we are to work enthusiastically as unto the Lord. This includes our daily home management, chores, laundry, dusting, you know, all of that. That's going to be redeemed for the Lord. You know, it's pretty great news. Okay, so, you know, everything that you do at home, even shining up your lamp, it's all for the Lord's work. It's really about just keeping you organized and giving you time for your family. Corinthians, it tells us that our God is a God of peace and not disorder. So being organized will bring calmness and peace into our families. Okay. And then in Luke, it says, discuss the processes for taking on a project, showing that we must first know what we have and what we need to complete the project. Okay, sounds like organization to me. All right. So before I started this job, and I'm getting ready to start moving a bunch of stuff around me to get ready to put a bunch of shelves on this back wall right here that I'm going to build. But, you know, I went next door to a house that we inhabit over here, and there's a lot more junk over there that we got to go through. But it had a lot of wood. So trying to reclaim what I can, save some money, do a good project for my mom, get her squared away. I know she's excited about moving into her house back again. And, you know, I just want to make it easier on her. So keep these scriptures in mind. Keep organization in mind. That allows you to have God and your family in your heart. It gives you time to do that. Okay? So I'm going to get to work. In regards to this last little scripture here about making sure you got everything you need to complete the project, I did. Okay, I got a bunch of wood together. It's sitting over here in the dry. So I've got a little carport over here I'm going to work under. and we're going to build some shelves and get some stuff squared away. So I'll be back in a little bit, show you what I did. Maybe at the end we'll say a cool little prayer or something, you know, to close it out. But thanks. Okay.